What's going on, y'all? So listen, this is the second time I had to do this video, so I apologize. But because the sound wasn't matching up. Now, if the sound don't match up to the video this time, I thought I fixed it. We just gonna have to go with the flow of it, and just don't blame me. Don't It is what it is. It's late. I'm trying to get this out, record late at night, so I can go ahead and give it to y'all. You know, later on tomorrow, so that y'all won't have to be waiting forever. But let's just get into this video. Okay, first of all, I hope everybody has had a beautiful week. It's been cold out here. You know, the sun was playing games with us. It was like getting darker a little bit later than it usually do, and I was like, okay, spring is on the way. And then all of a sudden we got hit with this extreme cold weather, and I was like, oh, you know what, my bad. Had to wake us up out of reality and say, you thought. And so we thought. But yeah, I hope everything has been going well with everyone. um Valentine's Day coming up. I hope y'all got y'all shit. Y'all really pay attention to Valentine's Day like that? I don't know. But, y'all do what y'all do. Okay, so before we start, let's just start off this episode, well, this video. I get the bad news out first. Um, Rest in peace to Dennis Edwards. He was one of the, members of the Temptation. He passed away, I think, earlier this week or last week. And at Rush University, okay, out here in Chicago, you know. He was 74 years old. He passed away literally the day before his 75th birthday. They said that it was meningitis, according to the wife. Mind you, they're opening up an investigation on the wife to see if she had anything to do with it, because there was abuse allegations and restraining orders against her, because they said that she was trying to kill that man while he was in his bed. Okay, he was bedbound. He got sick. He was bedbound, and they said at one point she tried to basically suffocate him by pushing his head into the bed. Okay, so now they're opening up an investigation. The restraining order had been lifted because he was in a hospital, and they're just looking into a whole bunch of stuff. I really hope that she has not had anything to do with his death. And if she did, they put her ass in jail, because that's fucked up. Like, why be married to somebody? And then the kids said that they haven't seen the father, wasn't allowed to see the father. Man, you, these grown ass kids. He got a daughter with one of the Pointer sisters. Girl, I would not. But, condolences. He was a legend. Came in, kind of like to replace in a way David Ruffin when he was going through his stuff. Um, you know, had many hits, was a solo artist. If you have never seen the movie The Temptations, please go watch it, okay? Really good movie, really good biofilm. The VH1 play it all the time. Fuse play it all the time. BET probably play that shit all the time too. Okay? Well, I did my video on the things that people hate, or things that can get your black card revoked. And a lot of people was like, bitch, I never seen Set It Off. Set It Off came on earlier this week. Never seen the Player Club. Bitch, the Players Club come on tomorrow, okay? On BET. Alright, so y'all can watch that edited ass version, but you need to watch it, okay? I'm pretty sure the Temptations will be on soon too, and Set It Off coming back on again, okay? But anyway, now that we got that out the way, um, pause. Ooh, excuse me. This is Black History Month, right? Right? Okay. And I guess, the powers that may be over there at the Today Show thought it was cool to have this guy come on there trying to, show us this 3D bust of what Queen Nefertiti, the Egyptians would look like. Now, bitch, I don't know who was this. That was not Nefertiti. That looked like somebody named Kelly, okay? That's who it looked like. It looked like somebody named Jan, all right? Because that was not my Nefertiti, okay? I said, y'all really gonna whitewash our queen just like that during Black History? Now, I didn't see many renderings and sketches of her. This comes nothing to it, okay? And I understand nobody technically knows exactly how she looks, but that damn show wasn't. And I seen a whole bunch of other documentaries, and I'm a documentary and history buff. I seen so many things, and just about all the sketches and busts and stuff that I've seen, they all look similar. This looks totally off. I said, get that shit up out of here, y'all. That's just disrespect. the sanctity of the sacredness of Black History Month with this shit. Just go ahead and do it. That's exactly what y'all did. But anyway, yeah, that happened. And I just really want to touch on 1 second this incident that happened. And this video was going on my Facebook. I seen it earlier today. It was signing day, I guess, to see which school these footballers from high school were going to commit to. And Jacob Copeland, he was sitting up there, and on the table you had a hat from Tennessee University, Alabama, and Florida Gator. Okay, and so at this point, his mama is sitting there. She has on a Tennessee Scully and she has on an Alabama T-shirt. So I guess she wants him to go to any one of those schools. He don't want him to go. She don't want him to go to the Florida. But he chose to go to Florida. All right. Instead of just sitting there and just being there for her son, who's probably 18 years old and still dealing with a lot of pressure as it is, and all he needs is his mother's support, all the support that he can get, she gets up and walks dead in front of the camera and leaves because he chose the school that she didn't want. And this made me mad because of the simple fact that this is your boy who is getting a full ride. This is a boy who escaped the statistics of not even, of black males not going to college, getting involved in the street light, getting killed before a certain age or whatever. No, he avoided all of that. He made a full ride, so you don't have to worry about where the money coming from as long as he do his shit right, keep his grades up and play the damn ball, okay, and don't get injured. Your shit is laid out. No financial responsibilities on you. Looks like he probably going to be the only one in your family that ever went to college, and you upset because he didn't pick the college of your choice and not the college of his choice, because technically you can't use the I'm not paying for you got to go to the college that I'm willing to pay for. Bitch, you not paying for it. And either way, it's his choice. He needs to go to what he feels comfortable at. And that's what he said. They had a discussion about it, but he had to choose which one was in his heart. Okay? You can't live through your children. You cannot continue to do stuff like that. You had your chance. Let them grow up and be adults and do what they want to do. I understand he's 18, probably 19, probably 17 years old, and he's still a child. But still, this is a decision that he has to live with, and this is a decision that he has to be comfortable with. And you just stole his moment. See, we ain't even talking about the fact that he got in like that. We talking about your stupid ass reaction. It just hurt my heart to see him cry like that. Like, that nigga broke down. And I was gonna say something about the whole interview itself, but I can't say nothing because I be saying a whole bunch of ums and ums. He was nervous, but the nigga had a grill up in his mouth. Nigga, take that shit out. But okay, that's you. Stay countrified to your socks. All right, you do your thing. Congratulations to you, Jacob. And then gonna come up there and try to hug him. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. He was hurt as shit because I was hurt, and I ain't got feelings like that. But anyway, moving on from that, I want to touch on this video that was circulating on Facebook also of the man making the little girl, I guess, give him oral. And she was like, what, 4? She was a toddler. She was a young child. And I didn't see the video. I saw a screenshot of it, and I'm upset that I saw that much. I heard people talking about it. I seen posts about people, circulating the videos. And I was like, bitch, please don't. I was just hoping and avoiding that it would come to my timeline. The next day, I literally log onto Facebook. I open up my Facebook app, and somebody that's friends with me on my timeline had a article or whatever, one of them fake ass article who had a screenshot of it. And it was disgusting. And I'm just like, why would you even post? I literally had to leave a comment up in her shit and say, you talking about something, oh, good that he got caught and all this stuff. But it's the screenshot that's offensive as fuck. It's disgusting as fuck. And it's still child porn because of the image that's in it. All right. I don't want to see that. And you shouldn't want to see that nor want to share some shit like that. And I literally said, why would you even share this? Okay. And then y'all putting out false information. Y'all didn't made it seem that it was 15 different dudes that did this shit. Okay. We don't know if the nigga is really dead. We don't know if they really caught him. We don't know if he in jail. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. But if I see you spreading shit like that, you're going to get blocked. And I blocked that person. Okay. I don't understand why y'all like to share nasty shit like that. That is child fucking porn. And then for the people that are asking on the timeline, when you mention don't share this and don't do this, are asking what's the link? Why do you want the link? Why do you want to see it? Okay? That's disgusting and it says a lot about you. And I'm not here for it. I don't get y'all be sharing dead bodies and all this other shit. You get blocked on my page when you share stupid and disgusting shit like that on me. I just want to put that out there. And to the guy who did that shit, I really do hope that they call his ass and he in jail and they fuck his ass up in jail. Okay? I really do hope so. Moving on from that. Um, Kylie gave birth on the first, Black History Month. So do we say Happy Black History Month to the Kardashians and Jenner clan? And I'm not even trying to be shady. I literally want to know this, because they got black people up in their family now. Like, can you imagine teaching the kids about Black History Month? Teaching North and Chicago, and now little Stormy about Black History Month. Travis Scott is gonna teach that whole little baby about Black History Month in auto tune, okay? And talk about something. Here go the antidote. All right, it's gonna be a fucking mess, okay? But I don't. It ain't nothing new. We knew that she was pregnant. A lot of y'all was trying to say that she was the surrogate for Kim. No, that wasn't the case because they would have been put that out there. She was hiding it, and when she came out and she posted and she said she apologized for hiding it and doing it the way that she did, but she just wanted the little privacy. She's a young girl going through this whole process and she wanted to do it out of the spotlight, and I don't see anything wrong with that, and I don't feel like she needs to apologize for that. I understand the public is what who make them hot and give these celebrities their coins and stuff. And therefore, the fans and the public feel like you owe us a peek into your life and you need to tell us every move that you make. And I don't feel that's right. I don't feel that right. I feel like they're human beings too and they need to have their privacy and they're entitled to it, regardless of how famous they are, how much in the spotlight they are, how media whore attention they are. Some people do. Everybody deserves some level of privacy when they want it. And I will never fault a mother who wants to keep their children private, especially that are celebrities, because these people these days are ruthless as hell. And they always want to make fun of the kids. They want to compare this kid to that kid. We seen that with North and we seen that with Blue. And, I think that's the most disgusting thing. Just let these kids be kids. They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask for all of this. They just want to play. Okay? Leave them the fuck alone. So do what you got to do. Congratulations to her, I guess, and Stormy. And Black China Mama, Tokyo, bitch, go somewhere, okay? Your daughter don't even fuck with you, obviously. And for the last couple of days or so, ever since this news came out about Kylie giving birth and then, Chloe being pregnant, why are you on your Instagram and all this stuff? And the subject is constantly about them. It ain't no conspiracy that these girls got pregnant all damn near at the same time, even though it looked like, we made a pact to get pregnant at the same time, which I really don't feel that happened. It just happened, okay? Ain't nobody trying to steal the shine for Dream. Dream been here for a year. Okay, so the fuck what? So you mean to tell me these girls can't have babies of their own? Dream ain't they kid. So leave it the fuck alone. And I'm pretty sure you probably don't even fucking see Dream while you over there talking, so bitch, just go and get your mouth fixed. I ain't never seen somebody's mouth so black in the inside like that ever in my life. Like, her mouth is just disgusting. And if y'all up here kissing and sharing blunts with that shit, it says a lot about you. Okay? Moving on from that, since we're talking about um let's just go there. The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened this past Sunday. Congratulations to the Eagles. They won. Thank God that it did not go to the Patriots because I was tired of them winning. I was tired of Tom Brady. He can go cry to Trump, because he sure enough walked off that field like a sore loser. Bitch, I did not watch the game, okay? I watched, like, the last 2 minutes of it. The last 2 minutes when it was 2 minutes on the clock and they was trying to give it to Brady. I said, this shit ain't gonna work. Y'all put too much pressure on them. And they fucked it up. And sure enough. And I was glad that the Eagles won because I know a lot of Philly people. So, my people was happy out there. I just want y'all to be safe. Kevin, McHale, y'all gonna be out there at the parade tomorrow. So, be safe. I'm filming this on Wednesday night. So that's why I say tomorrow. But, yeah. Be safe out there. So congratulations to the city. Bitch, y'all was out there doing the fucking most though, okay? And it was a big controversy about, um, how the city and the police force or whatever in the world view what goes on with the NFL and these world championship celebrations when you go outside in the city and you just go buck wild versus protesting that happens. Like when Black Lives Matter and other people be protesting for justice and all this shit, we go out there and we get tear gassed and we get all this, the cops coming after us. But then you got the city getting fucked up. Like they was tearing up the city out there, okay? People overturning cars and doing all this crazy shit, jumping on awnings of buildings, and then the awning just breaks the fuck down. And I'm like, that's what the fuck y'all get. So if any of y'all hurt, that's what y'all get. Because why would you get on that? It was like 20 people on this thing, and I'm just sitting here like, the shit gonna pop. And sure enough, it popped. Then y'all out there eating shit off the floor. Bitch, what the hell? I ain't never been that drunk that I'm gonna eat somebody's shit, and let alone animals. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, just be safe out there tomorrow, okay? Or, today, whenever you look at it. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Kevin Hart and your little drunk ass, that shit was funny as hell. Okay. Kevin Hart thought because he was Kevin Hart, he was gonna go up on that stage. And then was cussing in that little interview and he knew it. He just said, you know what, let me get the fuck about here. That was funny. But the shit that happened at the Super Bowl. Okay. So Justin Timberlake was the halftime performer. I did say I was not gonna watch it. Only reason why I turned back and watched it was because somebody was on Twitter. They was like, "Bitch, is he throwing shade and all that stuff during his performance?" I said, "Bitch, let me see this for myself." That piqued my interest right there. And to be quite honest, compared to the last few Super Bowls, I have not heard there was really not that much hype around Justin actually performing. And people like, "Oh my God, what the Super Bowl gonna be like? What the halftime show gonna be like?" People was more so concerned about the issue with him and Janet from the previous Super Bowl, and him not apologizing, him claiming that he and Janet spoke and there clear differences. And a lot of us feel like, bitch, it happened in the public. You deserve to give the people a public apology. And according to the family, nothing really happened. So I don't believe that. And then they made Janet Jackson Appreciation Day trend the whole time during the Super Bowl. And to be quite honest, I feel as though if we can make that shit trend as much as it did, everybody who trended and wanted to jump on Janet's bandwagon, because everybody wasn't a fan of Janet. They just didn't like Justin or whatever, or they just wanted to jump on the bandwagon. They ain't true fans. Bitch, the next time she bring out a fucking album or a single, make that shit go number one. Okay? Let's do that. But anyway, you know how y'all be doing. Don't do my girl dirty like that. Any fucking way. So, you know, that was that issue, okay? And then, the whole thing with him and the black culture appropriation and stuff like that. We got to be honest, a lot of artists these days do. A lot of these pop artists do it. Most of, like, damn near the whole industry that ain't black, they do it, okay? Most of them. The majority of them do it. Let's be honest. And he has built his career on it. And he has slid through because he has given, some type of recognition to those artists that he get his little inspiration from or whatever. So during the whole Super Bowl, one of the main things that came out was the fact about this Prince hologram. And everybody felt the type of way like, bitch, first of all, Prince didn't even want holograms. He thought those shits was demonic. He said virtual reality was demonic. Holograms and shit was demonic. He wasn't here for it. Then put on the fact that, he had a little beef with Prince. Prince didn't even fuck with Justin like that. He shaded Prince at a award show, and then you shaded him on a song, and it just, we never heard about any reconciliation or them being on a good terms. So when we hear that you want to put Prince in your show, and then we actually see that you put him on a projection doing "I Would Die for You," it was like, why are you doing this? That's what the thing was. It wasn't more so so much as the fact that he was trying to give a tribute. It was like, what is the meaning behind this? We understand that you are in Prince's hometown, Minneapolis. And somebody said, well, it would be only fitting, and that's what you're supposed to do. So every time an artist go to a different artist's hometown to perform, they always got to pay a tribute to them. No, they're not obligated to do that, and they don't have to do that. But I just feel like it's fake when you know that y'all really didn't fuck. He didn't fuck with you when he was live like that. And now you wait until he's passed to use his stuff and use his image for, I guess, it seems like a ploy. It seems like a ploy to get people to watch or whatever. And it didn't really work. It didn't really work. What it did cause was a lot of bit more controversy. I wasn't too offended, but I really wasn't here for it. So, if it would have been a hologram, I would have just been like, fuck Justin Timberlake. Just like, fuck him all day long and night, okay? But he played it safe with the projection, okay? I get it, this Prince town. It was nice that the city lit up purple. He had his listening party at Paisley Park. Like, you just really doing the most with that. And that was weeks before the Super Bowl, week or two before the Super Bowl. Okay, that he had the listening party for his new album. And I'm sitting here like, why would you want to have it there? It just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense, but okay, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And they claimed that the family was okay with it, the estate was okay with it. I didn't hear nothing about the actual family giving the approval. And he did some type of interview saying that Questlove gave his approval of him using the Prince thing because Questlove was cool with Prince. So if he said it's okay, it's okay. No, that's not how shit works. All right, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if no. That's still anyway. Anyway, just leave these icons alone. If they're dead and gone, just leave them alone. Okay, no holograms, no nothing. Leave them alone. Don't try to fake like everything's all good when they pass away or whatever. Whatever, fine. But as for the rest of the show, I felt like it was very, very forgettable. I don't really know what happened. I turned to it at the end of him doing Rock Your Body or some shit like that, and he was trying to do choreography, and it literally looked like your old ass uncle at the barbecue trying to dance, and he couldn't, and he had to stop because his knees started hurting and he needed to get an ice pack. And I'm like, damn, Justin, you I know you ain't been out there, performing the way that you used to, but god damn, this is the halftime show at the Super Bowl. This like probably the biggest audience that you will ever have watching you, and you didn't deliver. I expected more. I did expect more. I don't know what I expected, but I expected more than that. It was disappointing. It was dull. It was lackluster. It was boring. And I took my feelings out of it. I really did. And I tried to watch it and give it a fair critique. And I watched it again and I still got that same feeling. It was just the energy wasn't there. And I'm like, you're not that old, so why? And to be quite honest, he's aging badly, okay? And this man in the woods type of shit, it's just making him look like an old creepy old man, okay? I didn't understand what the hell he had on. You had on Jordans with camouflage pants with a shirt that had looked like the forest was, painted on it, with a red bandana or something. Like, it was stupid. It was just like, he don't, like an article said about the whole album and the whole performance, Justin don't know who he want to be anymore. And like when the Man of the Month and Man in the Woods or whatever the fuck the album called came out, people was trying to say it's going to be like his Lemonade. And I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, because he got tired of people saying he was appropriating black culture and he was trying to get back to his roots or something. I don't know. But it just didn't work for me. It wasn't a terrible album, but it wasn't his best. It was very, just like that Super Bowl performance, it was very forgettable and very blah and very bland. Okay. I didn't like name one song on the album. Not one. Not one. It's a one time listen for me. Okay. If it don't grab my attention right then and there, or at least have a few songs on there that grabs my attention to make me want to come back and give the other songs that was I thought was like, another try. It's not gonna work for me. And that's what this album did. It just did not pull me in at all. I tried. I really did. Um Tell me how you felt about it, okay? And I know people going to be 50-50 with the Prince thing. That's understandable, Everybody has their opinion about it. Some people going to be here for it, some people not. Some people are still Justin Timberlake fans and stuff like that, and that's understandable. You stand for who you want to stand for. I do know that they said that this was the lowest halftime viewership of the Super Bowl in the last 7 years. And I feel as though if you're gonna do the Super Bowl halftime show, excuse me, you have to come out and have and keep up that same energy. Okay, you have to have energy. Your show has to pop. All right, this is the biggest show of your career, to be quite honest, and for most people especially, because there's millions, probably billions of eyes that's watching. All right, and you know, you have people like Michael Jackson, who gave a high energy show, Prince, who gave a high energy show. You had Beyonce, of course, who fucked it up, and then Bruno Mars came the year after and continued that momentum. You know, I think he got more views than Beyonce when she did it. And then here comes Katy Perry when she did hers. Okay, I didn't like hers because I don't know her songs and I'm not really a fan of hers, and she still had more energy, you know. And then here comes Coldplay featuring Beyonce and Bruno Mars. But pause. If you're gonna do a Super Bowl performance, please don't bring nobody else on there that's gonna eclipse your shine. Because, you know, they talk about that performance as if that halftime show as if Coldplay never was there. I never hear anybody say, remember when Coldplay did the halftime and then Beyonce came out? No, they were like, remember the second time Beyonce performed at the halftime? Okay, that's what they say. Beyonce and Bruno stole the show at that. Coldplay got overshadowed by their guests. All right. Um, you know, that happened. And then when Lady Gaga did it, you know, it still had that energy. I still was like, okay, this is cool. Even when they had their slow down moments. I didn't get that from this halftime show, okay? And I know that everybody is not so out there, but even when you do certain songs, whether it's slow or fast, you still supposed to have a certain type of energy, and that energy just was lackluster and it wasn't there. Um, who do y'all feel like should bring and do? I think the Super Bowl gonna be down in Atlanta in the new Georgia Dome. So who do y'all feel should be at the Super Bowl in 2019? Um, I seen it trending on Twitter saying that a rapper should be doing it. Maybe, maybe. You know, Jay-Z did turn down the opportunity, which is understandable because of his whole thing with the Colin Kaepernick thing. So, you know, whatever. That was that. What else was I about to say? The little boy who couldn't get his phone on. That's what happened. His phone shut off. And trust and believe, if he had an Apple phone, I understand because my shit was at 100%, and because it was cold as fuck outside, the bitch shut the fuck off. And then when I turned it on, came back on at 11%. I said, bitch, what the fuck? All right. And I know it's been cold out here, so it was cold as fuck out there in Minneapolis. But moving on from that, y'all tell me how y'all felt about the Super Bowl. I feel like I'm skipping something that I wanted to say. What else happened on the Super Bowl? Okay, that was it. That was it. Let's just get into this right quick. The Queen's Court. All right, all right, all right. Let me stop playing with y'all. All right, so first of all, Monique, I'm tired of her. I don't want to hear nothing else of her. You're in the wrong. And I say that you're in the wrong, dear, because for the last 3 weeks we've been saying stuff about you, and you keep this issue could have died down a couple of weeks ago. All right. And I said this issue because, and I'm talking about the issue of Monique, not the issue of women trying to get equal pay, because that really was not the issue that was brought up. It was brought up for her to get equal pay for everybody else. Never in that little thing that she brought out, this whole drama, has she been caping for women as a whole to get equal pay. It's all about her. Her. And she's trying to prove her case. And we get it. We never said that, okay, well, some people was saying that she should have just took the offer. No, I feel like she should have went back and negotiated, and she could have got at least a couple of to 3 to 5 million more for a fucking special. But all right, now you want to bring out these confidential ass emails from an economic and business point of view, because that's why I got my degree in. You know, you could have get your ass sued by putting out confidential shit to dispute a fucking rumor by somebody that you know don't like you. Okay, why are you giving this guy time of day? All right, why are you putting yourself in danger of getting sued by Netflix or whatever for putting out confidential stuff? Okay, that's stupid as fuck right there. No one said it was fact that you got $3 million for this thing. And if they did put out there, I even shared the thing and I said if, if. No one said it was for real. We never heard anybody from Netflix come out there and say that, So, hey, whatever. Netflix don't give a fuck because they're not even paying attention to your ass right now. They have yet to come out and say anything. And that just shows the impact that you don't have on this situation. Okay, so let it the fuck go. Then you talking about the emails that the guy had from Will Packer. But Will Packer came out and confirmed that yes, he sent that email and this is how he feel and he don't fuck with Monique because of her attitude. And if everybody is saying the same thing about you, Monique, they cannot be lying because this is not the first time nor the second or the third time that I heard from different people about how nasty your attitude is and how you are disrespectful to the people you work with. Okay, so let it fucking go. And Gary Owens coming out defending Will Packer, I feel nothing wrong with that. Okay? He did what any friend would do for a friend that they know is on the up and up. That's what he did. And the main thing that I like what he said was you need to take accountability and responsibility for your actions and the things that you do because Monique liked to place blame here, here, and here and never put anything on her. So you mean to tell me you're an innocent bystander in all of this? No, you're not. No, you're not. And I will never ever fucking believe that. Moving on from that, Monique was supposed to be on the Queen's Court. And I said, bitch, really? Really? First of all, shout out to the Queen's Court to be getting these people guest stars. They had fucking Rick Ross baby mama on there. They was going back and forth through that shit. That shit worked, all right. But this time they had technical difficulties, okay? Y'all know I don't watch the Queen Courts because I can't deal with Kaya like that. I gotta deal with her in very, very small doses. Not all that shit. But from what I've seen on Twitter, from the clips that I've seen, from a clip of Monique's Periscope of Madison, T.S. Madison, because I love T.S. Madison, from her being on that Periscope, and I don't even think that she knew that Monique was filming her. And if she did not know that she was being recorded on the Periscope, that's fucked up because I felt like she could have turned that off and that moment did not need to be shared. And I felt like that was a further humiliation or embarrassment to T.S. Okay? And to hear her on there crying how she just wanted to make things right and she wanted Kaya to stay, I felt bad for T.S. Madison. Kaya, on the other hand, I feel like that is your co-host and that is also your friend. That's your homegirl, and you left her hanging. Okay, you just left her hanging. That's like a bitch getting jumped and you just walk away from it. You don't even call 911. You don't even try to, tell them to stop or to get back or even try to get into yourself and risk your ass getting beat up. You just let your friend get jumped. You just walked away. That's what it felt like and looked like to me. Because I understand, you had some technical difficulties. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But Kaya walking away made it bad. It made it more bad and more embarrassing, especially for TS, okay? And I just didn't feel that was right. TS said that she had just brought some new software and she had just put it on a computer or whatever and the stuff wasn't acting right, so that's what went wrong. My suggestion is sometimes, once you get these new software, you have to test it out, okay? Get it and, set the stuff up. Give yourself a day or two. Test it out. Do a test recording, a live stream or whatever, and see if it's working. And then you can work out the kinks and stuff and then come back and do the real interview and be on point. And I'm not even going to go too hard on it because it was a technical thing. It was a technical thing, and we all have experienced some of that. Sometimes we get on here. Let me tell you something. I was trying to record this video earlier. I had did the video already, but I had to come back and redo it because I thought the audio was matching up with the video. Like I said in the beginning, I thought the audio was matching up with the video, and when I was looking back at it, it wasn't. And I realized it was more of the video that wasn't doing it, so I said, let me just go ahead and redo it. Now, if the audio don't match up this time, we just gonna have to deal with it, okay? Because I'm tired. This is the second time I'm tired of talking. I want to go to sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning. But You know, we all have those moments. We all have those moments. And it just depends on the way that you deal with it, okay? But for her to just say, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I just feel bad for TS. But I'm pretty sure they talked about it and they cool and it's a lesson learned, okay? You fall down, you get back up, you learn from your mistakes and you just keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them. They gonna keep on moving. But you know who ain't gonna keep on moving? Vincent fucking Herbert. Remy fired his ass, okay? Remy fired him for the simple fact that you come on, you're saying that you're gonna do all this stuff for my career and make me pop and all this and dedicate some time to it, and it just doesn't happen because he's more so consumed with trying to make this whole relationship work in his personal life and all his own personal struggle, and she just felt like it wasn't no time being dedicated to her because you released two singles, Wake Me Up. I love that song with Lil Kim, and I feel like it did not get the push that it needed. The Melanin Magic is not getting the push that it needed. And that is the manager job to go out there and make sure that, see if it's going to get on the radio and do all this stuff. Okay, that is what she hired you for that promotional kit. And also, she has to do her part too, but she can't do it alone. All right. And if you don't have a manager that's going to take your career seriously, you have to let them go. I looked at that shit sideways when I found out that he was her manager in the first place, and I said this ain't gonna end well. Escape 3, y'all gonna wind up firing his ass too, and I'm not trying to put it out there like that, but come on, I always looked at that suspect too. Tiny is his soon-to-be ex-wife or wife friend. And they just got back from being cool or what? I guess they cool now. Like I don't know what's going on. That always look funny to me. And all these allegations coming out about him and how he doing your friend wrong and you gonna hire him. Fuck being bitch. That's one situation that I step away from. I don't want to get involved in none of that. You ain't doing my friend right. I'ma already have some type of attitude towards you. Hell no, you ain't finna fuck up my shit like you fucked up hers. Okay. All the people that we know of, who exactly is he managing now? Because Tony fired him, Gaga fired him years ago, Tamar fired him, uh, and now Remy, all right, don't he do? He's with Escape, mindless behavior. Where they at? They gone. Who else? What happened to the little white group that was on there? They gone. Like who? And let's stop saying I'm gonna make you a superstar and I pursue superstars and stuff. You hopped on Tony's train when Tony was already a superstar. Okay, you weren't the only one that was working with Gaga. Gaga really popped when Akon got on that track Just Dance, okay? And Akon had something to do with her getting where she was too. Okay, it was not just you. Mindless the Behavior, they had a mild little success in the urban world. They never were mainstream like that, so they didn't really pop like that. That's why they disbanded so quickly, okay? Your wife, she had a couple of CDs out. The last two CDs, I believe, flopped really bad. Okay, and I don't even think Love and War went platinum yet. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's past gold, but I don't think it went platinum yet. And she's not a mainstream artist like that. When I say mainstream, meaning she has crossed over to the white folks. Yeah, you got some celebrities and some people that like her like that, but not as a whole. Okay, and I'm talking about her music wise. I don't know about any other project that she got going on. I wouldn't know, but I'm talking about music wise. She's not a A-list star. She's not the superstar that people claim. And I'm not even saying it to be shady. I'm just saying look at the numbers and look at the facts. And from what I've heard, because I didn't watch the last season of their show, people was in my comments when they was talking about it, wanting me to speak on this. They were seeing how cocky and arrogant he was acting on this season. And I'm like, this is totally different from the one that been on The Quiet Prince. It was just a whole totally different person y'all was saying. So it is what it is. I'm not surprised. Moving on, speaking on music some more. Mathew knows he came out in this little article. I don't know where it was from, but he was speaking on colorism. Okay, he said he grew up in the South and back in the 50s, 40s, or whatever, 60s. He had the notion ingrained in him from his mom that you're not gonna bring home one of them dark skinned girls, okay? You're gonna bring home a little light bright. That's basically what she was saying. And that's when he got with that's the type of girls he dated because of what his mom said. And he got into a relationship with Tina Knowles and then Tina Beyonce. And You know, he said he didn't know that she was black. He thought she was white. I said, bitch, that lady is light skinned, but she can't pass. But anyway, if that's what it was, that's what it was. Um, he said it just shocked him when he realized that she was a black woman and how in tune with her blackness she was. And I don't see nothing wrong with what he said. And then further, I think what people probably took issue with was the fact that further on he said the colorism still do exist, especially heavily in the music industry. And he said, you know, some of your top artists, especially black artists, are of fair skin, lighter skin, including his daughters, you know. And he said that played a role into getting to where Beyonce, where she's at. And it's a possibility that had she been of a darker hue, she wouldn't be as hot, like as big as she is. And to be quite honest, if you took offense and you took, you know, that in a negative way, you're in denial because that played a part and that always play a part. And it's unfortunate, okay? The light versus dark, it always plays a part, all right? It's a lot of darker skinned women out here who are just as talented as Beyonce and who don't get the same recognition, who probably can do the same thing as she does, but they don't get the same recognition, okay? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that is not the main thing, but that is one of the things, okay? And if you want to say it's not and it's purely based on talent, that's not how the music industry goes. You go look at the pop girls that's our white girls or whatever, they get on and they get millions of followers, millions of hits, millions of sales and platinums and all this stuff, and they have no talent whatsoever. But they got the right team around them who gonna pump them up because they're the girl next door, the lily white girl next door with the right skin. There you go. Moving on from that. Quincy fucking Jones. Bitch. Quincy. Quincy is a legend. Quincy is an icon, okay? Quincy is that motherfucking dude. Legendary composer, musician, producer, songwriter, scorer, all of that shit. This man has crossed over from just doing music for regular folks, his own music, producing for films and soundtracks and all that shit. He's done it all. He's seen it all. So I respect the hell out of this man. And I respect the fact that he gave this interview no holds bar and he didn't give a fucking shit. Like, zero fucks was given. He said, I'm 80 fucking 4, about to be 85, and I ain't holding my tongue for shit. Even though it was a couple of things that he said, bitch, we can't talk about that in public. One of them was the Bill Cosby thing, but I'm pretty sure that they talked about that shit behind closed door, and he said, look, that bitch did it. And I know, because I done seen some shit, okay? We didn't chopped it up on the phone, and we did this, and we did that. You know, niggas gossip, okay? Niggas gossip. He was cussing throughout that whole motherfucking interview. And I loved it because, bitch, it sounded like I was talking to myself. I said, okay, look at that. That's a cuss word there. That's a cuss word there. He said, fuck being politically correct. I'm going to be Quincy Jones correct, okay? And that's the only way that I know how to do it. He talked about the state of the music industry, okay? There is no soul in it. People are literally just coming in looking for a buck, all right? These artists are coming in, they don't know how to read the notes. There's no true musicianship going on, you know, and everything that he was saying, I agree with. I agree with. He's been there. He's been around for decades, since before the fucking 50s, okay? He's been around during the time with legendary artists that are not here anymore, who put jazz on the map, who put a whole bunch of shit on the map. So he knows exactly what the fuck he was talking about, okay? He said that Michael Jackson stole shit. He was saying how he was greedy. Bitch, let me tell you something. I was sitting there when I first seen that. I said, "Ooh, Quincy, stop, stop." I mean, I'm pretty sure you telling the truth because I kind of see it, but stop. He was like, "No, the nigga not really original." Okay, that's basically what he was trying to say. He was sampling shit just like everybody else was. He didn't want to pay certain people money who put input on the albums and shit. I said, oh, that's how some people are. Some people are. And if you go back and you look at a lot of things with Michael, especially behind the scenes, he wanted to be perfected, everything to be perfected. And, you know, I can see him trying to cut some corners or whatever. Like, one of the biggest groups that he did to us is the moonwalk. Y'all dubbed that as the Michael Jackson, like he invented the moonwalk. He did not invent the moonwalk. He was actually taught the moonwalk, and it wasn't even called the moonwalk. It was a backslide or something else that they called it in the hood. Okay, that they've been doing before he did it. But then when he get on Motown 25th anniversary and he does it, y'all say he invented it, or the media want to dub it as him inventing it, and it's stuck. Go back some more and just go and look at his look at his shows and shit. Michael Jackson do some of the simplest, intricate shit. Like some of it be intricate, but a lot of it be simple as fuck. And he do it constantly, over and over and over again. He does the same fucking moves, and we fall the fuck out each and every time. That's a true fucking performer. We don't give a fuck, bitch. Okay, I want to see you hit that, move that pelvis, pop. There you go, bitch. Let me fall the fuck out. That's how it was. Okay, and this is coming from a huge fan of the Michael Jackson. All right, and you can be a fan. You can call out shit when you see it. Then he went on and he was talking about how he dated Ivanka Trump, talking about how sexy her legs was, how much of a dick the father is, and I was just like, you could have kept that shit to yourself, even though I believe it, because he out here hoeing, he pimping. He got a stable. And they said the youngest bitch that he got is like 24 years old. What? It works. That, and I'm talking about that P now. It still works. I mean, all right, do what you gotta do. I ain't hating. Hey, then this whole thing that really popped off, that really everybody keep harping on, is the fact that he said, Marlon Brando fucked Richard Pryor and James Baldwin and Marvin Gaye or whatever, and once he get drunk and all that shit, he'll fuck anything. James Baldwin, he's gay. We know he was gay. He's a gay author, very popular African American author, who was fighting for the rights of people, justice, and all that stuff. We know that. We know that. And Richard Pryor himself has already come out and said that he has had experiences with men. Okay, he put it in his stand-up act, and I guess because it was in his stand-up act, people thought that he was being funny with it and joking and laughing. I mean, lying about it and just making jokes, but no, he was being real. He literally had a comedy special where he was talking about fucking some dude and saying that he had a good asshole and it made him come real quick. The stuff that he do make him come real quick. Like, people don't pick up on this. He got his dick sucked by transsexuals, so he was a bisexual man. His widow come out and said, yeah, he had sex with Marlon Brando. And I was just sitting here like, oh, y'all opening up the floodgates for the people that didn't know. I said, I guess this new generation didn't know. But bitch, I knew, and it been out there, so it's not a secret, so I wasn't shocked at all. But, at the end of the day, I just can't wait to get to the point where I'm like Quincy Jones and I just don't give a fuck, because Quincy was spilling all the tea. And even in the article, he said, I don't care. Okay, he said Cyndi Lauper was being a bitch on We Are the World, okay, trying to make it seem like everybody else had a problem with their parts, but it was really just her. I said, oh shit. Wait till he see the the blowback. He said, "You Bono is my friend and all, but they music is just not there no more. It ain't hitting." I said, wow. Okay. But y'all tell me how y'all felt about Quincy and his whole article. Spice Girls are going on tour. They're going on a world tour, so I guess you guys can look out for that. And the last thing I want to talk about is this Raven Simone post that she put up. Let me see, can I find it. It was a repost from the rapper Speech, who was a part of the Arrested Development group, rap group. And I don't give a fuck about this whole thing with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather and his current girlfriend versus baby mama arguing over fucking chinchilla. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck. I don't care about shit like that. Just like y'all wanted me to talk about that whole shit with Rick Ross going with his baby mama. That shit is stupid. I don't even care about the Alexa Sky shit. Like, I don't like to give certain birds time of day. I only give a few type of birds time of day, but I don't give a lot. So hey, it is what it is. I hope I can find it, cause she deleted it. Oh, here you go. So She said that she deleted her a previous post because the comments were not something I want my underage followers looking at. I'm not deleting because I don't believe in what I said. She believed in what she said, and her caption was shaking my head. The original post that she reposted said, "A group of so-called successful," and then they put successful in quotation marks, black men minus Khaled racially, who became rich and famous from perpetuating um the worst black stereotypes to the ears and eyes of the whole planet, like drug dealing, pimping, murdering other black men, and disrespecting black women. I know making observation is just being a hater. Cheers. This is a picture of, you have Swiss Beat, you have T.I. Diddy, Jim Jones, Big Sean, Yo Gotti, Jay-Z, and DJ Khaled, and a few other people in this picture from the Rock Nation brunch. And they took this picture, and I really don't agree with this. Yes, yes, they came into the game. The majority of them came into this game, and they were talking, including Jay-Z. They was talking about how they sold drugs. They was talking about all the women that they fucked around with and the hoes that they got, and calling people bitches and shit. But if you know that you're not a bitch, I ain't gonna get offended by something when I know I'm not that, so I know they're not talking about me. See, people don't know how to separate that and understand that just because somebody say one word, they don't mean that they're talking about you. Okay, if you know that's not you, then why get offended if you know it's not you? That's one thing. Another thing is to put in a quotation so-called successful black men, and then to say so-called, and then to go and put in quotation marks successful right before you say black men, when we are in a day and age where racial tensions are up at an all-time high, and we are out here trying to fight for equality for ourselves, and we have black men out here being racially profiled, saying that we're nothing, our men are nothing, black people in general are nothing, and we're getting nowhere. All we good for is just to be killed by the cops and stuff like that. And then you have this group of men who come from nothing, and they rap about what they came from. So if that's what they did, they're talking about real life fucking experiences, okay? Yes, they did these things. But do you see what they're doing now? You use the fucking current picture to show some of these men in a negative light. And these men are out here actually trying to do stuff in a positive way. You got people trying to buy football teams. You got people in this folder who just goddamn graduated from Harvard Business School. You got people who got foundations out here and giving scholarships to put kids through school. Okay, you got Diddy trying to build a fucking school. Okay, you got people just donating money to their communities and all this stuff. All right, we cannot go in the past and erase our past and try it over again. What we can do is go and learn from our past and from the things that we did in our past, learn from our mistakes, and then move on to correct those by doing better, by elevating, by growing the fuck up and maturing. Okay, they were immature then. They were rapping about the things that they lived through. That's what got them on. They came from nothing. So therefore, that's what they're rapping about. All right, they wasn't socially conscious back then. They're socially conscious now, some of them, because they're not in that headspace no more. You can't have Diddy, you can't have Jay-Z going outside or going on the album rapping about how they still on the block, how they still selling that dope, how they still pimping women to shit, because they know that's not what they doing. Okay, they're actually businessmen and showing other young black men that they can also be businessmen too. Look at where I come from. Yeah, I did that thing. Yeah, I did that. And even in an interview with Jay-Z, he said he don't feel right about the fact, and he regrets some of the stuff that he did, especially dealing drugs to his own people. He said that out his own mouth. He feel remorse for that, okay? And you're still going to put these people down and try to say so-called successful. We already got enough people in society putting us down, but yet we going to put our own selves down because you see these black men coming from nothing, singing about a lot of stuff that they took a part in, okay? And they came away from that and they did better with their lives, okay? Yeah, we know T.I. had his struggles with the guns and stuff and the drugs or whatever and what he rapped about, but, he doing stuff for the community also now that we see. We don't hear too much about that, what he doing, the negative shit no more. We don't hear that much, okay? I can feel I can understand people having issues with a grown ass man who been in the game a long time in the music industry or whatever, and you still putting out shit talking about something, you still selling dope and all that shit when you should have been elevated and being in the hood. You should have been elevated and mature. Be upset at that part, but not these people that are obviously, especially DJ Khaled, who one of the nicest motherfuckers on the planet, Jay-Z and Diddy and Swiss Beat, who have done a lot of stuff and changed their ways a lot. You know, they still got their hood in them, but they actually out here doing some great stuff. Okay. We need more black men in powerful positions. We need more black people, women, and everything in powerful positions. And for somebody else of our own community to come through and to tear us down, that's disgusting as hell. And that's judgment. Okay, yeah. They know what the fuck they did, and we know what the fuck they did. And you rock to their music too. And don't even act like you don't own some of their music. But then you want to come out and shit on their asses. Cause what? You wasn't invited to the Rock Nation brunch? Is that what it is, speech? Like, I'm confused. And then Raven, you do this shit all the time. You can't judge because I'm pretty sure you know the lyrics to half they shit too. You probably got a catalog full of their stuff. All right. And then you want to judge and shit on them. They didn't come from the same background that you came from. You was a child star all your life. They weren't. You didn't have to struggle like that. Your struggle is different from their struggle. They rapping and singing about what they know. You doing what you know. Being a bitch. Okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. That just made me mad. I don't like people judging people who obviously ain't on that shit no more or ain't heavily on that shit, and you see they trying to change or they trying to do stuff. Yeah, everybody always saying people deserve a second chance, and then when we try to give them, people start judging and shit. I don't like that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I will see y'all later for Scandal, for How to Get Away with Murder, and then if Married to Medicine comes on Friday, you'll get that too. Hopefully Lock Up After Love After Lockup. If you haven't been watching it, please watch that shit. We talking about it on the other video that's on my channel, okay? But please be safe, keep warm, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.